Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Have you had a best friend, my caliber of best friend, on your show?
The easy answer is absolutely not, because there is no caliber of
There
your
you go.
level of
There
best
you go.
friend. Cheers. Cheers to us.
Cheers.
To the bestest friend I've ever had on this show.
Sick. Love you.
Do a lullaby intro for the show.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
Sorry.
That's our intro.
Did we do the pod?
Yeah. Yeah. I just spoke the entire time.
Try to make a straight face just through the intro.
Okay.
All right, let's get our...
Should I hold this crystal?
Yeah,
Okay.
hold the crystal.
Wait, why do I have to have a serious face? Is this a serious podcast?
This is a serious podcast. It's an honest podcast. People have
Okay.
said that in the comments. What an honest podcast.
Oh, cool. Cool.
You're about to
cool.
watch two best friends talk about everything they never talk about,
Oh, God.
which is almost nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Great. The end.
Okay. I'm starting the podcast in 3, 2, 1.
I failed immediately.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm going to throw up.
are you ready for the interview with my best friend? I love her so much. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this interview, but ladies and gentlemen, please make a ton of noise for the best woman I have ever met in my life. Her name is Christina Perri.
Woo! Oh, my God. That was the best intro I ever had.
Go. Let's go.
Thank you so much for being here, Christina.
Thanks
So,
for having me, Christopher.
really, right at the top of the pod, it's an honest podcast. Okay, Christina, what's my real name?
Listen, don't even get me started. I felt abandoned that day. I felt so betrayed at the airport when they were going, Christopher. I'm like, there's no Christopher in my band.
Oh, the day you found out my real name?
Yeah, which was like way later than I probably should have.
We're
for a
talking
friend.
15 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it back. So, ladies and gentlemen, Christina and I, best friends,
Besties.
siblings, you could say,
Absolutely, in another life.
in another life for sure. She is totally certain about that.
I am.
We met 15 years ago,
Yeah. Oh, we were so cute.
and I played drums for her, and she sang for me.
I did.
And so we were on tour,
Mm-hmm.
and you thought my name was Elmo, as everybody does, and then
Sure.
when we were at the airport, is that what happened?
Yeah, we were going to Europe. It was like the first time we ever had passports, I think. Like we were going somewhere and they were like, Christopher Marks. And I was like, yeah, wrong group. Like we don't have that person in our group. There was like 11 of us traveling. And you were like, it's me. And I was like,
I was like, shh,
yeah.
here.
Yeah. I
Now
couldn't
you
believe
told
it.
everybody.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, but I felt privileged to know your childhood name.
Yeah, you did get upset. A lot of people have gotten upset, has been the reaction when they find out my real name.
Yeah, which is funny because your name couldn't be Elmo. Like your mom could not have named you Elmo. She's here with us.
That face says, I
Yeah.
couldn't.
I couldn't. I did. But no, like rationally, like you can know your name is Elmo, but like I never questioned it, So it was like the finding out that your name, was Christopher. You know what I mean? It was like it was wonderful and awful at the same time.
Well, thank you. It showed that you cared. You did
Yeah.
look like I had lied to you. I think it
Yeah.
might have been the only time I lied to you,
Probably.
but I don't consider it a lie. You just didn't ask what's your real name.
I didn't. Yeah.
Welcome to the show, everybody. As you can tell, we're best friends. We get down. We're really close with each other. We talk all the time.
We do.
I'm Uncle Elmo
Uncle
to the two most beautiful
Elmo.
little girls.
Oh, they love you so much. It's
I love
insane.
Carmela. Okay, I love Carmela. I love Pixie. Speaking of Pixie, you just dropped Songs for Pixie,
I did.
your new Lullaby album. Let me just say, you
Yeah.
are very smart.
Thank you.
because you have found a way to just like create with all the things that you love.
Thank you.
You know, like when you had Carmela, your daughter,
Yeah.
and then you released songs for Carmela.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's like a throwaway idea.
You and the label.
Yeah, let's just
They're
throw
like,
that away.
okay.
And then it was like,
Wait, it didn't even count.
billions of streams.
Literally my second most streamed right now is You Are My Sunshine. Here we are. It's been almost 5 years that it's come out, and it surpasses Jar of Hearts every month.
That's so crazy.
I know.
That's so crazy.
I know. And now the label's like, when's the next one?
Yeah, just can we do more Lullaby albums?
Yeah. Which I did.
And you did. Another Lullaby album came out because she had another child, and it's called Songs for Pixie. And then the holidays came, and she dropped another Lullaby album, and it's called Songs for Her Favorite Holiday. Songs for
Christmas lullabies. I mean, come on. Does that even exist anywhere? I think I'm first.
You're definitely first. It just seems so. It's one of those things where you're like, oh, that's just a simple idea, and then it's just like a billion streams.
How often are you gonna do that?
I think I'm done with it.
Don't
I think
be.
I'm done with it. The label is just like, you remember this song? Would you write another one of these? And you were just like, I want to do lullabies. and then
I only want to sing to children.
Yeah. And they were like, are you sure though? Because this one performed really well. Trust me.
They all have babies now. They got married and they had babies.
Yeah.
They literally got married to 1,000 years and then are playing 1,000 years of Lullaby for their babies. I swear. I can't make it up.
This is crazy.
I mean, it was so organic. You know that. You know I wasn't even trying to be smart.
You weren't. You don't try to be smart. It just comes out. And sometimes it doesn't even seem like you're being smart, and then you are. Joke's on us.
Yeah, literally.
Joke's on us.
I know. But also, like, you know, I feel like, and you've known me literally my whole career, like, I just try to continue to be authentic. I mean, that's the core of this. So it's like, if no one listened to the lullabies, you know I'd still be making them.
For sure.
It just so happened, like, to be, you know, lucky that they're successful and that people love them. And it means a lot to me as a mom that other people, like other moms, actually use these songs to soothe their actual children. Like, that's the coolest shit ever to me.
Yeah, that is really cool.
As a mom. Like, it's so funny because I, you know, have my mom part of me, my artist part of me. I have all these parts. But like, to be able to mesh them all has been pretty amazing.
That is amazing. It's crazy for me, and I'm sure it's crazy for you because it's even crazy for me to see Carmela sing your songs.
Oh my God, that girl.
Wow.
I know.
And her perfect pitch.
I was just going to say, you beat me to it. I hate to be that parent, but like, she has perfect pitch. Like, you can't fake that. I don't have perfect pitch. So when she sings, man, I just like, I tell her, I'm like, you have a gift. Like, if you decide to use it, cool. If not, like, I don't push anything because she's also like the most strong-willed human other than me. And so like, if I say like, you should be a singer, she'd be like, I will absolutely not be a singer. So I'm like, you know, I try to make it like not a big deal, but it's such a fucking big deal. Her voice is so good.
She's so you.
I know, man. I know.
I was like, you should do a rap.
No.
You were like, friendship over. I was like, come on.
But come on.
I knew I was going to get a no, but I still went for it.
I know. It was cute though. Do you want to do it? You wrote
I
nice rap.
wrote a rap for Christina to do on the show, and I texted it to her. I was like, will you rap this at the beginning of the show? And she was like, no.
I'll sing you a lullaby.
You did sing me a lullaby.
I did. Yeah.
I just feel like,
it's not my thing.
I feel like the rap album could make the label happy and me happy.
I think it'd be just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be like, what's a billion streams when you could have 2? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. You should, I mean, you could read your rap.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice things you say.
Will you beatbox it if I...
Yeah, I'm just not good at that either.
It was...
Oh, I didn't listen to the voice note. Listen, okay, here's what I want to say. If there's any listeners out there, wait. If there's any listeners out there with children, Elmo has yet to make Tiny People, which I can't wait for that, but it'll be great, but it's not right now. And he doesn't realize when he sends voice notes instead of text messages that sometimes parents can't listen to them because they're with their sleeping child. Or if you're getting a voice note from Elmo, which is normally singing, normally very loud, normally, really exciting and fun, you can't play it for your kid who's maybe falling asleep. So half of your voice notes I have to wait to listen to. Sorry.
I sent it a week ago. How long are you waiting?
Sorry. Well, I was like, no, I'm not doing your fucking rap.
Oh,
No.
but if you would have heard the rap, you would have said yes. That's your stubborn Italianness coming in straight.
No. You know me so well.
You were like, you read my text of like, will you do a rap?
Nope. Put it down.
Blocked me.
Yeah, I didn't save it for later.
Christina Perri's not known for her raps. Okay, so
No.
I remember we were on the tour bus. This was years ago.
Okay.
Christina being the master manifestor that she is. So you're like the best manifestor I've ever met.
Thank you.
in my
I've been
life.
told that. Yeah. The manifestor.
You manifested Jason Mraz.
Yep.
You manifested Twilight.
Yep.
You manifested Uncle Jesse.
No comment.
Let's talk about the first two. Okay, so
Yes. Yes, there's a theme.
Christina's a big Twilight fan, right?
Yeah.
Once again, I didn't care. So we were on tour.
Yeah.
I was like, Twilight, what is this?
Yeah.
And you got the call years ago. God,
Yeah.
dude, what the hell? It's been
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah. So long.
How long ago was 1,000 years? 10 years? 11? No.
Well,
8?
I wrote it when I
1,000?
was on crutches. So I just had my foot surgery. So it was August of 2011.
Classic you answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It was
12
August
years
27th.
okay. it really was.
2011. I think I have ADHD, by the way.
Really?
Well, because I've always
Sorry.
because we've been making fun of me our whole friendship that I
Yeah.
can remember every date of everything, and I actually think it's like a symptom.
That's ADHD?
Yeah, I think I'm slightly on the spectrum. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be offensive in any way for I don't mean that in a negative way. I think it's
Right.
like an amazing thing that like we didn't have any of this information
It's
when I was
it's your
growing up.
Superpower.
It is a superpower, and I feel like me remembering dates like that, yeah, is part of my neurodivergent brain.
Sure.
Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, so it was August 2011. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, August 2011, Christina gets the call. I remember being on the tour bus. We were together. We were on tour, and
sick.
you got the call
Yeah.
to asking you, would you write a song for Twilight for
Yep. Breaking Dawn.
Breaking Dawn?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Freaked out.
Freaked out.
Was this when we were doing the tour? This was the headlining tour that ended with the Outside Lands
Sure.
because I had my throat surgery and my foot surgery that summer.
Oh my God.
So this was because, fun fact, the high note in 1,000 Years when I go up at the end of the bridge
Yeah.
is Melodyne. Yeah. Because I had my throat surgery the day after I recorded the vocals for that song. And they were like, we want the note to go up. And I was like, I literally can't talk for 32 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And they were like, all right. And they did it. And it's like not real, which is hilarious because obviously I do it every night. So I don't even care. But it was because I couldn't talk and couldn't walk when we submitted the song.
I remember that.
It was a wild time.
I remember the little
My dry erase board.
your dry erase board
Fuck.
necklace thing.
Fuck. I'm triggered.
We'll talk about the surgery later.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
To stay on Twilight for a moment.
Sure.
So you manifest that because you're a huge Twilight fan. All of a sudden, you just get the opportunity to write a song for Twilight.
Yeah, but don't forget to mention I had all 4 book covers framed on my wall when I was a waitress.
That's the manifestation.
I know. You can't leave that part out. Literally, and that's the only thing I had on my wall. I have a photo of it because like I had like a table. I got it like a yard sale. I had nothing. I
Yeah.
literally had nothing at all. I was like very LA. Like I had a keyboard and a dog bed, and then I had like the 4 frame pictures on my wall.
You slept in a dog bed?
We called it a dog bed. It was like a pillow on the floor, but like it's now always been referred to as my dog bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take that part out.
Yeah. Well, no, because it's like, look at me now. I didn't even have a bed.
Yeah.
I had framed book covers on my wall, but no bed.
Yeah.
Get it?
I get it.
That's how hard you got to manifest.
You
my
got to
friends.
manifest that shit hard. Then you got the call to do it. And I was like, what is this going to be? And then you
Yeah.
went and watched the movie.
Uh-huh.
And then you wrote 1,000 Years
Yep.
with David Hodges.
Yep.
And it came out. And
Yep.
it was like this epic scene in the movie.
No.
No, they changed it.
It was the credits.
It was the credits.
This is the best trivia because everyone remembers it as the biggest scene in the movie, which was the wedding.
Yes.
Which I feel so bad sometimes for Ryan O'Neal from Sleeping at Last because his song was in the wedding.
Yeah.
And everyone does love Turning Page. Like, that's a great song.
Yeah, beautiful song.
Gorgeous, which
We
used
love
to
you,
be
Ryan.
called
We love you.
We Love You. It used to be called 100 Years.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, please, like, can we keep the title? And he was like, so Ryan O'Neal. He was like, yeah, of course, I'll change mine.
I
And
10X to that title.
yeah. And so his song was in the wedding scene and people remember it wrong. So they think it was my song, but really it was the second credit song, which my manager was pissed about.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's fine. I'm on the soundtrack. Like, guys,
Right.
it came true. The dream. It's the dream. And they're like, no, it's not. Like, it's this.
No one's going to hear this.
No one's going to stay
It's buried
that long.
as the second song in the credits.
And I was like, I just don't care. It's all I've ever dreamed of.
Yeah.
And I think that intention is what gifted potentially
Wow.
the next thing that happened for it, which it just surpassed every other song on the soundtrack, became the swan song, became the fan favorite, then was put in the 7-minute last scene of the last movie
Yes.
as like a curtain call.
Yeah.
And then, it had already changed my life by then.
Yeah.
So it was just like, but in spite of me, like I didn't do,
It's crazy.
all I did was just love Twilight.
Yeah.
And then they were like, do you think you could talk about it in an interview? And I was like, yes, I can. I can talk about Edward and Bella for,
Yeah, you're
eternity.
Like, we talk about specific scenes.
Yeah.
Or...
Well, that's literally, I could have. And then, so they were like, wow. But then the fans were like, holy shit, she's our people.
Yeah.
Because I remember Bruno Mars had the first single.
Yeah.
And it obviously 1,000 Years wasn't even supposed to be a single. But Bruno Mars like, love you, Bruno. But like, we know you're not a twihard. You know what I mean? So like his song came and did its thing. And then it just kind of fell off. And they were like, well, what could we possibly put out next? And I was like, hi.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And then goes Diamond.
Yeah.
Crosses over a Billy.
Mm-hmm.
And becomes like the #1 wedding song in the world.
It did.
And now everyone's getting married to your song.
Yeah, man. Insane. Which again, this is so cool as an artist though, like, or as a writer. I always say it's so cool that was my intention. So David and I wrote the song for the wedding scene.
Yeah.
So what cracks me up is that people remember it in the wedding when it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then people get married to it because it's a fucking waltz.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, here's your wedding song, know? And then everyone was like, no, thank you for the movie. But they were like, thank you for my actual wedding.
Yeah.
And then it became like what I intended it to be with, the purest of intentions with David, like for this little wedding scene in this movie. And then it's like, no, just kidding. It's going to be 1.5 million times bigger. And it's going to be real people weddings and not vampires.
It also shows like the power of letting go and just letting
Yeah.
it be what it is and exist as it will. Because
Yeah.
as of course the label reacted when it was like, wait, it was supposed to be in the wedding scene. Now it's buried.
Imagine if they were like, never mind. You can't have it.
Yeah, okay. You can't even have it, blah, blah. But then you let it turns out to be the second song in the credits. And then boom, blows up, becomes the biggest song of all of Twilight. It's the Twilight song.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I have to say, like, I've thought about it so many times. And like, I do think that a piece of the magic is humility.
Hmm.
And it's not like I was trying to be humble. I just was like satisfied with like how cool that was. And I was like I still have a memory of like sitting in the movie theater, waiting until the second credit song and everyone had gotten up and left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's humbling.
Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
was like a slice of humble pie from a business point of view, but it was like the little girl inside of me was like, oh my God, I'm in a Twilight movie. Like, it's my boy. Like, I still let myself be a kid.
Yeah.
And like that pure joy. And I was like, okay, bye. Like, thanks for the opportunity. Like I wasn't a jerk.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't hit a mark or someone else's like on their scale.
Yep.
That was like the top of mine. I just thought it was so fucking cool.
Yeah, no ego, no anything, just childlike. Yay.
Yeah, I just think like that's a secret of like, I think you need a little bit of that.
Look at the journey of the song and how it went on its own. It's so insane.
Yeah, it's a gift that has never stopped giving. And I don't mean financially. Like, yes, that's awesome. I have this beautiful life because of these gifts. But I mean just like, this legacy.
Yeah.
Like it's just like gonna be, this amazing thing I leave behind. And like, yeah, I'm grateful for it.
You're also super mad casual about all your success and always have been. I remember when you got the Diamond Award and I was like, oh my God. And you were like,
Yeah, I didn't post it.
I was like, do you realize how unique this is to get this Diamond Award? Like, this is 1 billion streams. It represents 10 million copies sold.
Yeah, I know.
And it was just like sitting on the floor. I was like, you
The
should.
floor. I was not on the floor.
You didn't put it on the shelf till later.
But I didn't put it on the floor. You mean in the box?
It was in the box.
Oh, yeah.
It was just sitting in there.
Okay, yeah.
Like, this isn't, I know you got plaques on plaques, but this is like pretty special.
Dude, I only have one plaque in my house. I'd like to say I've combined them all because I felt it was like a little too much. Like when they're,
You just want one super plaque.
I have a super plaque. Yeah.
And then you put the Diamond Award on the shelf right behind your Legos. It's perfect. So it shows the order of importance for your life. It's like photo of Carmela, photo of Pixie, Legos, Diamond Award.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I have a piano Lego and a Vincent Van Gogh Lego above it. Yeah. Well, yeah, but here's the thing, man. Like, what even? Come on. I mean, it is very cool. It is very, very cool. It's just not.
No, I respect you for that because if I had a Diamond Award, I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pod.
Yeah. You hold it.
Yeah. 10th episode in a row, I held my Diamond Award.
We got to get you a Diamond Award. I want to see that.
Oh, God, what would it even be for?
I don't know.
Oh,
I know they are hard to get. They're under 100, right? There's under 100 people that have Diamond Awards.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, it sounds true. I remember up until like 10, 15 years ago, it was under 15 people or something. I remember because it was like Beatles and it was NSYNC and it was like
right, Whitney Houston or something.
I think Jagged Little
Michael
Pill
Jackson.
hit it, like Alanis Morris. There was like such a small amount of albums that actually hit it.
It is pretty wild, the company that I'm in.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because they're all like massive legendary pop stars or musicians.
You are the perfect level of celebrity.
Thank you.
Like
I think I've tried really hard at that.
Have you?
Well, it sort of like subconsciously because someone told me, maybe it was Kelty, because Kelty was always mad at me for changing my hair. Always like, we were just getting going. Like, you're getting recognized out.
The streak was finally hitting.
Other people have the streak. I'm like, I'm done. And then it's like, everyone knows. Yeah.
Bangs. Cut bangs.
Red hair. Black hair. I mean, I like literally did it all. And I think the only thing
I just realized this crystal's sitting right here.
That's all right. I can hold it. I feel like the only thing that like really is recognizable are my tattoos. So unless you listen to my music, but also know my face and or my tattoos, you will not know I'm sitting next to you at a restaurant.
Right.
But there's a huge chance you walk down the aisle to my song.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you were a millennial.
Absolutely.
If you're a millennial, and you know what's funny?
It's like 80% chance.
Literally. I mean, it's between me, John Legend, or Ed Sheeran, or Elvis.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to think of the fifth one. It might be one more. There's a top 5, and that's us. And so like the chances are really high that like, you know my music. You might even have it in your Spotify or in your Apple Music or whatever. And like, I'm sitting next to you, or like, you know, you're like doing my nails. You know what I mean? Or whatever. And like, people just like don't.
No, we go out.
Yeah.
And
we always have.
I get recognized.
Yeah. Well, it's because you know everyone. Literally everyone knows you. But yes, you are famous to me.
To you.
No, but like we have, but I've had like all versions of it. Like then I'm in Jakarta and like I can't have any privacy, and I have like a police escort, and I have like, you know what I mean? Like I've actually had like a version of that, very small, but like version of that, which I didn't love that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not.
I know it's great. You can, make your living in music, have billions of streams, and still just like go to the grocery store and be chill.
I do love going to Gelson's. Yeah. It's like my favorite time of the week.
Gelson's?
Yeah, there we go. Or Air One.
I was going to say, be honest.
Stop. No. No, dude. I only get sushi, juice, health shots, and what else?
This is not true.
Smoothies.
I've gone
from
to Air One with you.
I do not get my produce at Air One. That's ridiculous.
Okay. I only get my everything but produce at Air One.
No, for real. I do.
It's okay. You've earned it.
No, I do a mix, man.
Yeah.
I can't like wrap my. I brought my Italian father to Air One,
Oh my God.
and I was
What did
like,
Dante
Dad,
say?
I was like, you're not gonna believe this place. He's like, what do you mean? What's the thing I'm not gonna believe? It's a grocery store, And I'm like, no, Dad, you're not gonna believe this. And he like picked up strawberries that were like $50,
Yeah.
and he goes, what are these magic strawberries? What are they gonna do for me? And I was like, oh my God. And so then my dad goes up to the guy. Only Dante Perri, in the most loving way ever, could offend and make the guy like putting out the peppers like feel insecure at Air One. And he goes, do you have any hot peppers? And the guy's like, yeah, we have like, not cilantro. What's it called? Like a Mexican jalapeno.
Yeah.
My dad's like, no, like a long hot, like a hot, a really hot pepper, And the guy's like, sir, I'm sorry, that's the hottest pepper we have. And my dad was like, never mind. And I was like, Dad, you literally just like hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
Your peppers weren't hot enough. Oh my God.
Definitely the Air One employee cried from that.
Yeah. He was like, forget about it. And I was like, yeah, Dad, that cut deep. They're going to look for, hotter peppers.
They're going to look for hot. They're going to be like, we have an unsatisfied customer.
But anyway, I don't get my food there all the time.
Okay.
But I do, what were we saying? Oh, I do like grocery shopping. I do like, and I also think like, I didn't, like I just as a songwriter, like I think I value that so much more than like being a celebrity.
Yeah.
So like I love the fact that most people know my music. Like my music is famous. You know what I mean? And then like I can say like, because I wrote that, I created that. And then it's like, if I'm famous, like that's cool because like, I had cool hair or I had a great show or whatever. But like, I don't know, I think it lasts longer to have like your craft be famous. You know what I mean? And like I think then I get to like, I don't know, not take myself too seriously. That's the other thing, in this town. Like, I don't know.
You don't.
I don't.
You definitely
I never
don't.
did.
Yeah. If anything, I've been like, come on.
Yeah, you and Kelty. You guys are like my publicist best friends.
We should have had Kelty also on the show today and been like, all right.
Yeah, she'd be like, here's everything you did wrong.
Yeah.
No, I love her.
So it has officially been 1 year of this podcast.
Oh, sick.
And you are the first guest of what we're going to call
Year 2.
Year 2.
All right.
Which is great. Got to kick it off with you.
Yeah.
Best friend in the world.
Yeah.
And to commemorate this, we're going to drop the rock and roll ballad version of Jar of Hearts.
Oh my God, dude,
okay?
We should. Oh my God. Wait, do you want to tell that story? You got to tell the story. No one knows the story. It's all you.
It's all me? All right. From what I remember. All right. So Christina, unknown Christina Perri writes a song called Jar of Hearts. That story's been told. That story's been told. It blows up. Christina becomes famous.
Yeah.
We start touring, etc. Then, but Jar of Hearts, which you've probably heard, is it piano, right? It's piano
it's the
vocal.
Demo. It's literally the demo.
It's the demo is the keeper. So it's like piano, vocal, and strings. And it blows up, and it's like, okay, that's it. So then the label, once it blows up, is like, we need to do a big ballad version, like a rock ballad version.
Yeah. Anything with drums. Please give us drums.
Add drums. So Rob Cavallo gets the call to produce the rock ballad version of Jar of Hearts.
Wait. I have to say, we didn't know it was a rock ballad until we got in there. We thought it was going to be like a One Republic-y kind of ballad. You know what I mean? Like
I may have been the person that made it the rock ballad version.
No, it's not you. It's the chords. It's the literal chords. They are minor. They are, when the second you put a drums to that song, you are instantly Creed. Instantly like Nickelback.
Well, especially because you go on the piano already. Dun, dun, dun. So of course I'm going to go boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then it's the rock ballad version of Jar of Hearts.
I know. You're welcome.
I thought it was the sickest thing ever. I thought it was the
You
best
did a
version.
great job. You also remember you came in because like there was a guy that like couldn't get it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I got a guy. And then you came in and you crushed it.
Came in to fix it.
But we all said no.
Who's we all?
Everyone. I think.
Don't say everyone to me.
I'm sorry. No. We decided not to put out a rock version.
It was you.
Well, yeah, but it was also like it was a group decision
for sure
because it sounded so different, and I was like, no, I don't want to be a rock artist.
Yeah, it was.
And at that time, it would have changed potentially the course of my life and maybe or my career, and maybe it would have been massive. Maybe I'd be like Taylor Swift right now. Who knows? You know, maybe I made the worst decision of my life.
Your career would have ended up being. But you had me.
Oh my God, you have that sound.
It would have.
Is that a surprise for later?
It would have gone to that. So there is an unreleased.
It exists.
An
We have
unreleased rock ballad version of Jar of Hearts with me on drums.
Dude, we really should remix that and just put it out.
For like the
Fuck it.
1000th year anniversary.
No. We won't be around. I just had a 10th. We'll figure something out.
Maybe 11th. Can we give someone their flowers while they're here? No, I'm kidding.
Actually, wait. We already passed 11. I think it's been 12.
12 would work.
No. Wait, okay.
Anyways, it's
13. 13. Lucky number 13.
It is quite hilarious.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
We had so much fun. Oh
Those were good times.
Honestly, the best.
Those
the
were
best
good.
and the worst in many ways for me, but the best in relation to you.
On top of the rock ballad version of Jar of Hearts, there's also the death metal version of Jar of Hearts that was never released.
That actually hurt your vocal cords.
Yeah,
and you
hurt my
couldn't
vocal
do
cords.
death growl for a while.
Yeah, I stopped.
Did we record it?
Yeah, we filmed it with Elliot and everything. We did the follow-up. Okay, so
Okay, well,
Christina
there's-
had an early song called Tragedy, which was my favorite song.
Of course, because it was metal.
It was
as
kind of
hell.
metal. It was like singer-songwriter metal.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Thank you.
And so I loved playing that song live and everything. That was a great song. And then we did backstage when we were bored one day, we did the Tragedy death metal version with Christina. on
Hilarious.
guitar
It was San Diego.
In San Diego.
I remember.
And I did death growls. So that's on YouTube. Check
And
it
you
out.
fed me fruit.
I fed you fruit during the
I was
shooting.
laughing the whole time.
And then people loved it. And then we made a Jar of Hearts version
Shit.
that management shut down.
Oh.
And I was like, I threw out my voice for this.
You sound like Batman.
It's like,
You sound so.
Where is
I don't
she?
think I've never had you in my ears like this, like
It's
with
really
your
nice,
voice.
right?
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
really nice. Yeah.
you used to talk on stage while I was on stage.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Wait, I didn't just talk on stage. I opened the show.
I know. I was waiting for you to bring that up. I was waiting.
Oh, this is the segment of the show where we talk about the reasons why your label and management did not like me. So Christina got famous and did not want to be famous, was not ready to be famous.
It felt the same way then as I do now.
No,
I was
you're better now.
Yeah,
You've
true,
gotten
true,
more comfortable
true.
with it. You were
you guys
stage
held
fright.
my hand. Yeah, you and a couple people like carried me through my career. You being the first. I was like, hey, dude, I can't walk on stage unless you are talking to me.
We made a show, the first Christina headline tour. I totally forgot about this. The show started with me walking out on stage
Yes.
alone, grabbing the mic, getting the crowd hyped, going to the drum set, playing a beat, and then calling out one musician at a time,
Oh my God.
and then getting it all warm, getting the stage warm, and then we brought you out.
Yeah.
And that was epic.
Yeah. And then during the show, I would talk to only you.
We would banter during the entire show. Yeah.
Oh my God. We were so cute.
Yeah. Like to the point where like the song would end and I'd be like, did you like the song?
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like
How's
like,
everybody doing out
yeah,
there?
like,
Yeah.
like you were my co-host.
Yes.
Essentially.
100%. 100%. You were the headliner.
And the label was like, get him out of here. Oh man.
By the way, for the record though, they never did say that to me ever.
I saw it in their face.
And you did quit. Like it didn't end ever badly.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like when you.
I quit to start Jammcard.
I know. I love it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I remember you were like, I've been working on this thing. And that was the other time you lied to me. You fucking didn't tell me your name was Christopher. And then you worked on Jammcard for like, I don't know, 6 months before you told me, or a year.
It wasn't a lie.
It was a mission of the truth. And it's fine. I was probably one of the first people to know.
You were, I think, the first person to know. Yeah, outside.
No,
of
I
like,
doubt I was the first, but I was
outside
like
of
one
like my
of.
dad. You were the first that wasn't building it with me that to find out about it.
Yeah, and then you moved in with me,
Yes.
and I was like, okay, well, if you're not gonna be my drummer, you at least have to be my best friend for the rest of time. And you were like, deal.
I was like, sign.
Yeah,
I think
Here
that was
we
a
are.
couple years later, maybe a year later or something, when I moved in with you.
I don't know.
Because what happened was I saved up a bunch of money so I could start Jammcard.
Yeah.
Starting Jammcard was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It cost a lot more money than I thought it was going to cost.
Yep.
Therefore, I had no more money. Therefore, I was like, what do? I'm going to stay with Christina.
Yeah.
And I figured it out eventually.
Yeah, dude.
Years later.
Look
It's
you
okay.
now. Look at you now. Oh, I thought you were gonna do that.
Yeah. But those were great times. We got each other's backs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For life.
Absolutely.
In every way.
In every way.
Like we're just talking about like 1/8 of our friendship, which is music.
Like we got to figure out how to make you my best man in my wedding.
You just did.
You can do that?
Sure. You got to ask Anthony, dude. You got to have Anthony. But I'll be I'll be in your party. I'll be in your wedding party.
In the man party.
Yeah. 100% standing on your side.
You're going to wear a suit.
For sure. I do all the time anyway. You can't have Paul in your wedding. It has to be me.
He's not invited either.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Just kidding. We love you, Paul. We love you, Paul. Speaking of Paul, another funny story that happened between you and I.
Oh my God, I know what you're going to say. I know it. This is a highlight. We should make sure we have photos and shit to back up when this podcast comes out so we can like...
We'll cut to
this shot because I took a screenshot. You go.
Okay, so Christina starts dating Paul Costabile. Love you, Paul.
Yeah.
I was so happy when you started dating Paul. I was like, thank God, because I wasn't a
Everyone
fan
loved
of
him.
the exes.
All of them.
I'll say it on the record.
Yeah. Nobody was. It's okay.
And I loved Paul, and I still love Paul, so I was very happy when Paul came into the picture.
Yeah.
And then you guys got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And then E! News was like, breaking news, Christina Perri is engaged, and posts a photo of me and Christina. Like a really cute photo.
It was so cute.
It looked like we're a couple, but we're not.
It was so funny, and they took it down so fast, but not fast enough, dude. I fucking screenshotted that shit, and I sent it to everyone I know, and it was like one of my favorite moments of life. Because here I am, like getting engaged. Like Paul, like drove all the way to Ocean City. He's wearing the suit he was wearing when we met, which didn't fit him anymore. He like staged an elaborate proposal, and the second he proposes, and like the world finds out, it was a picture of me and you, and I just was like, nothing is funnier. Nothing.
It was one of the best things I've ever seen.
It really was.
And then I felt really bad. And also...
But also one of the reasons why I married him was that he thought it was that funny.
Exactly.
Bingo.
100%.
Yeah, he loves you.
I love Paul. And that was I think it made it even
deal
deeper.
Breaker. Yeah.
For sure. When Paul laughed at that, I was like, you're the fucking man, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah,
he totally gets us.
And the fact that we still talk about it years later. Thank you again, Paul.
I mean, honestly, that is a classic moment. We get like, that's just a treat. We've been through a lot.
That was really good. And now, okay, so I listened to the Lullaby album.
Okay.
The whole
for
thing.
Pixie?
Yeah,
Or for Christmas?
For Christmas and for Pixie.
Okay.
But yesterday I listened to the entire Christmas
Great. It's
album.
only like 20 minutes.
It's so good.
Thank you.
Your voice, it's like, well, first of all, I feel like it's even softer than the previous Lullaby albums. I feel like you're just getting softer and softer in your Lullaby,
sure.
but it's really, really beautiful.
Thank you. I really like it too.
It's
I really like it.
You.
Yeah.
But it's still you.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's like a different persona of you.
Well, I took it very serious that like I was actually singing to a kid. So like every time I was recording and we wanted to add cool stuff or bells or like toy piano or, anytime we had cool ideas, it was like, no, that could potentially wake a child. We're trying to put them to sleep. And I think it was so clutch to like have that intention the whole time.
Yeah.
Because then like, your songs don't get too big because the second you add bass, you're like, oh, okay, well, let me add this cool synth. And then I've got synth, let me add this cool string. And then I got, and like, that's what we do, and like being creative and you always want to do the most. But with these lullabies, it's like, no, you have to do the least and make it like gorgeous. So it's almost like a challenge to have it be minimal. And then when I was recording them, I had to sing really quietly because I'm not going to bust out a note. It's just going to wake up the kid.
Right.
And so, I was like, I had so much fun singing that soft. And this is like so classic me, but I always wanted to be a crooner. Like Dean Martin is my fucking favorite. Like, and Connie Francis. And like, this is the music I grew up with. And so I remember reading about Frank Sinatra and what's his name? Bing Crosby, and like the first people to ever use a microphone with their voices that intimately were crooners. Nobody sang like that, right? Everybody like sang in choirs, and they would have the mics far back, and then you'd stand in a stack based on how loud your instrument was, and your voice would be first, and you'd be like singing as hard as you can. And anyway, the history of it's pretty cool. Yeah. And like, I just nerdy about it, and I love crooners. And so I do love my career. Don't get me wrong. I like pop music. I listen to pop music, but like, I love singing like that. You know what I mean? And I get it. Like, you know, people sometimes are like, okay, cool. Can you make music for grownups now? Like, you know what I mean? They're kind of over the lullabies, but I don't know. There's something like I just said to Emily the other day, I'm like, let's do a human version that's like softer. And she's like, oh my God, it's like, it's hilarious if now I'm like, no, I only sing lullaby. Yeah. Like I only sing at that volume. But I also feel like, I don't want to say it's trendy, but like people like Billie Eilish, like I always think about like, oh my God, she's singing so quietly. I didn't know you could do that. You know what I mean? Like, and obviously I did know, but like I imagined it as like crooning. I didn't think of it like lullabies, but I like found my own lane, and I was like, oh, I can do this. And when I tell you my voice sounds really good, I think because it likes singing like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to sing human. Like I remember even recording it, I was like, I can't. I'm a human that can't sing human.
I remember with Jar of Hearts every night. You're like, why do I write songs where I have to like
scream?
Who do you? Just screaming. And now you're just making it easier and easier and easier.
Dude, well, not even easier, just like more like what my voice likes to do, just like natural. That's like, and I mean, again, this is just a season of my career. Like I'm going to make music, you know, that's not lullabies, but like, I'm actually very soon making something that you know about. I think I told you about like some of the things that like I have that we never put out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't like really disclose too much because I also haven't talked to my label about it.
I'm involved.
Yeah. You're like, yes, I'm back.
I'm back, baby. And it's not the rock ballad version of Jar of Hearts.
Yeah. But anyway, the point is like, I'm definitely making more music that's not lullabies, but like, I just really like singing like that.
I love it. And I think it fits your voice really well.
Thank you. Also shout out to Fakayo Tahi, who is
What's up, Fakayo?
The best vocal engineer. Holy shit. Like he just crushes my voice every time. I've never really sounded better.
So since you're just gradually getting softer and softer, I think that let's make the next EP right now.
Okay.
Christina Perri, Songs for ASMR.
Stop. What do you do?
You can't laugh.
Do you want me to actually sing?
Yes. I want you to sing.
Wait, what is ASMR? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
It's just like sounds.
It's just like the softest sound. You can't laugh though.
I can't. Oh my God. No. What do you want me to say?
I want you to make an ASMR album right now.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Are you ready to go to sleep? Close your eyes. It's raining. I'm going to throw up.
ASMR.
You're welcome. Oh my God, is that really my next thing? Is that my next?
That's going to be the biggest thing you've ever done. Christina Perri, Songs for ASMR. The label's going to say yes.
What is wrong with humans?
Yo, let's go. I think this is what you're going to do.
Oh my God.
This is it.
That's hilarious.
Send you an invoice later.
Okay.
Songs for ASMR.
Your percentage.
Songs for ASMR.
Jammcard presents.
Jammcard presents Songs for ASMR. Each song.
Oh my God.
30 seconds max.
Wait, but they sing?
100 songs. You hit play. 100 streams. Counts. Rack it up. Everyone's happy.
But what am I singing?
You don't have to sing.
Oh, you just talk?
2023.
Oh, God.
You can just talk. You could just do that.
That's slightly terrifying. I know. It's so creepy. It's so creepy. It's cringe.
Yeah.
Well, the weirdest part is it's either cringe or like pleasure.
Yeah.
There's like no in between.
You could like crack an egg.
Yeah.
That's not an egg sound. You could. There's a lot.
No. Oh my God. There's feather. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah.
Songs for ASMR.
Things. Okay.
Let me produce it. I just did. I'm executive producer.
It's done. It's done. I just did it.
Let's end the podcast so we can start making it right now where the real money is.
Oh my God.
I thought of a fun game that we could do that would be called like Wheel of Photos. 'Cause
Okay.
There's so many photos of you and I on my
Okay,
phone.
okay.
It's insane. Like, so
Insane.
my
Yeah.
photos is just
Yeah.
like your face, right? So I was like, oh, that'd be a fun thing. And I was like, what would that be like if I did that right now? And I opened up photos and clicked on your face or
Yeah,
whatever of like
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And then, sometimes it says like, is this person
Yeah,
or whatever?
yeah,
And there
yeah,
was like 8 photos of you and 1 photo of Paul.
That's
And
awful.
literally, it's like, is this Christina Perri? And it was Paul like,
Oh my God. Do I
when he
look
does
like
that
him?
face. I thought that was
Holy
really funny. I
shit.
screenshotted it. And
Oh,
then
that's
so I was like,
awful.
that'd be cute. We do like wheel of stories and it's like that. And then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that story.
Yeah, sure.
And I
But
did that
we
just
have
to myself when I was-
17 million stories.
There's-
How are we even doing this podcast? Does everyone have another 6 hours?
Exactly. We're not going to do that because it would take too long. Or maybe we do an entire podcast that's just called Wheel
Yeah.
of Stories or
Time
Wheel of
is it?
Photos.
Okay,
You have to
okay.
go?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, I'm busier than you, so I have to
Yeah.
go soon.
Yeah.
But so I did Wheel of Photos on my own of you and
Okay.
I was just like, this would be cute. And I
Yeah.
did it and I clicked on it and it landed on me in a dress wearing your your dyed hair streak when we pranked Jason Mraz together.
Dude, another one of our most best highlight moments of life.
Classic.
Classic. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know if anyone has ever done a better prank, at least on Jason Mraz. I feel like we should ask him. But
Let's ask him right now. Jason.
yeah. Call him in. I have his cell phone number.
Jason, was this the best end of tour prank that you've ever had?
Yeah. And are you glad that you didn't do yours?
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Okay, 2 inside right now. Let's tell them the story.
Sure.
Okay, this is a long time ago.
Yeah. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, end of tour. We were on tour, Christina Perri and Jason Mraz.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of every tour, you always do a end of tour prank. It's the thing that
Yeah.
people on tour do to each other. You do it to the other act and
Yeah.
etc. Sometimes on stage, off stage.
It's a
whatever.
tradition.
It's a tradition. You
Yeah,
know, you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's a fun little bonding thing. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, it's the end of the tour. So at the end of that tour,
Mm-hmm.
every night, Christina would sing Distance,
Mhm.
her song featuring Jason Mraz,
Mhm.
with Jason Mraz.
And his band.
With his band.
Yeah. During
Yes,
his
'cause
set.
It was during his set in
Yeah.
his encore.
Yeah.
So for the end of tour
Uh-huh.
prank, we were like, okay, what if
Yeah.
I dress up as Christina,
Yep.
wear the exact same dress
From the Hollywood Bowl.
from the Hollywood Bowl shows like the night before, or
Yep.
2 nights before or
Uh-huh,
something.
uh-huh.
How did I fit in your dress? I did. Anyways,
Yeah. we were little.
we had
littler
Joey at
then.
that time. I was really trained. That was when I had
Yeah.
a nice body.
It
And
was also very stretchy material.
thanks.
Yeah.
So
It was like really stretched out though.
It was.
Remember? You
Yeah.
could actually see your chest hair.
yeah, for sure. I mean, even if I'm very thin, I'm still going to be bigger boned than you.
Yeah.
So I put on Christina's
It had
actual
two
dress.
slits. It had
Two slits on the legs. I put on her dress and did your glam. Had your hair and makeup
Yes.
do my hair and makeup. Oh, I had long hair at the time.
You did. And we did have a clip in blonde streak.
Blonde streak. So I clipped the streak in and she did full your face on my face.
Yep.
And then Jason Mraz started singing Distance.
Mhm. And I would come out. It was like the perfect entrance because it would be like, Christina Perri, everyone. And you came out and I was off to the side and I was supposed to sing and you were just miming.
Yes.
And well, first of all, we could tell everyone they can see it. It's on YouTube.
Oh, this is on YouTube. You can watch this clip.
You have to look up, it's called like Elmo Funny Distance Prank.
We'll post it in the comments
Okay, yeah,
or something.
yeah. I don't remember
I'll find
the-
it and post it in the
the
comments. but-
keyword. Yeah.
Because Jason would introduce, he'd be like, okay, I'm going to sing the song Distance with Christina Perri. Then the song would start. And then as the song would start, then Christina would sing from offstage and walk on stage.
Yeah,
so he
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know. So there was the perfect
Sure.
moment for the reveal.
The song had already began. Like he
Yes.
couldn't like laugh and not start.
Yeah.
It had already
It's not
started.
like Christina Perri and then she walks out and then they play the song.
Yeah,
So it was
no.
like song starts, guitar line starts.
And then I go, the sun is filling up the room. And it's you
And
that
I walked out just miming to her actually singing it off stage.
actually singing and pretty badly because I was laughing so hard. And Jason goes, oh my God, let's do this.
It's also like a 60-foot wide stage. So it took him, I think, a couple
Yeah.
steps in for him to
100%.
realize
You
there's
had
a
a
beard
beard
on Christina. Oh my God, that's Elmo. And I'm just looking at him. I'm just like walking straight to him like, the sun is filling up the room and I can hear you breathing. And he
Oh my
looked at me
God.
and you could see him go, let's do this.
Yeah, he was so excited. And then at one point, then I come out, and then you make the funniest move on earth. I can see it in my head because the dress had two slits. You just like squatted, and like you look at Jason, you look at me, and then you just like walked off, and it was so funny. It still obviously is like a core memory. That's a core memory.
I forgot about that until I saw the photo, which we'll also we'll cut to this photo.
Okay, yeah, it's hilarious. It's the best. Oh my god, the best.
So many good times. So wheel of photos would be really amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, just a couple more questions.
Okay. This is just like such a great also like excuse for us to hang out.
That's
But like
really the
I don't
best.
care how long it goes.
Yeah.
I have a babysitter. This is work.
This is
I'm
the
working.
longest conversation we've had in so long without
Oh
being
my God,
interrupted.
I know. Well, that's what
Uncle Elmo!
Yeah. Oh, but they love you so much.
I love them.
It's like, and Pixie, she'll come around because right now she's like just got a little bit of like, I don't know, man danger. It's not even stranger because you're not a stranger. She just is like,
it's really, it makes me very sad.
but I feel like
We're in like month 3 of a phase where Pixie cries when she sees me.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not good.
But it's not just you. It's not just you. If
makes
it
me
was
feel
just
better.
you, that would be
That
weird.
does
I
make me
mean,
feel better.
Carmel's obsessed with you,
Yes.
and she'll get there. I mean, like she's just a little bit shy with everybody.
It's my favorite thing in the world. Let me just say, Carmela, Christina's 5-year-old,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
FaceTimes me from her iPad. She's got the Uncle Elmo button.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in a Zoom with 12 people on the screen. And these guys know it's rare that I say, hold on, I got to take this call. Christian will now know. It's rare when I'm like, oh, wait, I got to take this call. Usually I will only do that if it's a super important, like, oh, shit, this is news we need, or this is info we need.
Sure.
Or, okay,
Or if
whatever.
it's Carmela.
Yeah. Or if it says Carmela's iPad.
Yeah.
And then I answer the call.
Aww.
And it's Carmela on Carmela's face pops up. Uncle Elmo, I want to show you something. And
And
I'm
it's her
like,
tooth.
what is it? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, it's her tooth. And she's like, I drew on the wall. And I'm like, you what? Don't draw on the wall.
Yeah.
And it makes me so happy though.
It's
so cute.
insane. This is why I can't wait for you to have tiny people because they're like, I mean, Pixie, we don't know yet. I think she's like a little bit more like Paul right now. She's just kind of wild woman.
She's going to be amazing.
But yeah, she's going to be, I mean, her spirit is insanely bright. And so it'll be cool to see who she turns into. But like Carmela is a tiny me in
Yes.
every single way. She's
God.
existential, club queen, like singer, super emo, in love with 17 people. Like, I mean, in every way.
Already has boyfriends.
Yeah. And just is amazing. Right. And so it's so cool. Like, I don't know, this season of life that like, it must be also weird, to like watch because you've seen me, like we were on tour together for like 3 years. And like now I'm like a mom constantly being interrupted by my little people. Like, what is that like for you? I can't wait for you to be in this season, but like,
I can't wait.
yeah.
What's it like for me? It's kind of like it always was because we talked about it for so long.
Right.
Like
And-
you full on once again manifested Carmela.
For sure.
My God.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
were talking to her before.
Yep.
Like it was like when she was here, it was like, I know you. Like I remember when I first met her and she
Yeah.
obviously couldn't talk. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, we're already, this is the way she looked at me. I was
Yeah.
like, we're already
Yeah.
known
yeah.
you for years.
That's how it feels though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going to feel that way with your
Yeah.
littles.
The only
I-
bummer is that it's really hard for me to just be able for us to just talk.
I know. That's why I love this podcast.
Yeah. That's why we're going to do this every week.
Yeah. We should
Just
though.
to talk.
We should have our own show.
For any Christina fans or Go fans, sorry that we just literally had
Yeah,
this is like
this is
you're
our
just
hang.
hanging with us.
Yeah. No, but it is cute. We're remembering a lot of things.
What does it feel like to have 1 billion streams?
I can't wrap my head around it. Like, what is like what can you quantify as 1 billion? Like, what else is 1 billion? Like things of sand? 1 billion? Like, what other things are billions?
People on this planet.
How many people? 7
Well,
billion?
that's kind of crazy that there's like 7 billion people and you have like 2 billion streams.
Yeah. So this is what I mean. Like, as a person who I try to understand, like, it's like above the ceiling. I can't wrap my head around 2 billion. What does that look like?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, so what does it feel like? I mean, first of all, it's like, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that people listen to my music. It's an honor. It's a privilege. It's like all those wonderful things. But then like that number, what does it even mean? Like, I can't wrap my head around it.
I think that's maybe part of the reason why when the Diamond Award comes, you're just like,
No, I was not like, I was not. I'm not ungrateful. It's just like oh, cool. Like, I don't get it. Like well, here's the thing. I don't identify as the thing.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people think they are the art. They are the music. It is who they are, right? It's what I do. It's what I did. It's what I, get to do. But like, it's not who I am. So I don't identify as that. And so then I don't like, think too highly of myself or too badly of myself when things don't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have a safe distance, I think, a construct between me and the thing. And honestly, this is what I've learned from like legends, like even Paul McCartney and all his podcasts or interviews or Billy Joel when we met him. Like you can see it. They're like, no, I'm the character.
Yeah.
And then I'm also a dad and a granddad and whatever, like you have to have a distance from like what you do. So it's not that I don't appreciate it. It's just that, I also have other values.
That's really healthy thinking. I think to be able to compartmentalize
Thanks. Yeah.
Paul McCartney as Paul the Beatles or as Paul the human, the husband, the father. Same with Christina. I like that a lot.
Yeah, but I'm so deep of a person and I care so much about what people are thinking about that like I was looking for that answer.
I have for years. And I stopped doing this because I would get no response from you. Like, you always write me back unless I do this to you. I will be in Mexico. I will see a girl playing 1,000 Years on violin or something at the beach in Mexico. And I'm like, look, this girl in Mexico. And I like take a video and send it to you. No response.
Oh my God.
I'll be in the Middle East and I'll see a string quartet playing like
so
Jar
cool.
of Hearts or whatever. And I film it and I send it to you. No response. I'll be in a restaurant in Denmark and I'll hear one of your songs on the and I'll be like, oh, look at this cute video. This is cute. I'm in this fine dining restaurant and this your song texted to you. No response.
Oh my God. What's
Why
wrong
don't you
with
ever
me?
respond to those?
Oh my God.
That's part of the, it's part of the not understanding maybe because I feel like everywhere I go, I hear your music. So everywhere you go, you must hear your music.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it in
what
the
does
world.
that feel like?
It's weird, especially if it's like at a nail salon or a grocery store, because then I'm just like, and like I have no one to tell because like I'm not that person.
Yeah.
And so sometimes like it just excites me. It's just like like a little treat. Like I feel like, oh my God, this is like so wild. I'm like in CVS and like, no, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I am with a person and then they'll be like, this is so cool. Like me and Carmela were somewhere and my song was on and she just thought it was, we were in Home Goods.
Yeah.
And she goes, my mom, this is my mom. And the lady goes, that's nice, honey. Like, like
you look at the lady, you're like, she's crazy.
Yeah. But like, yeah. So I like it when it makes other people like, so when people send me videos of that all over the world, at Central Park all the time, it's like, if I do respond, sorry, it's like, cool. I'm like saying hi to you in a different place. You know what I mean? Like it feels like, again, like
it's
it feels
thinking
like,
of you. It's love you.
Yeah. And like, I think it's super cool, but it like doesn't make me like, I don't know, like I'm the man.
If you're at CVS and you hear 1,000 Years on the radio, does it make you be like, I should be at Erewhon and then go to Erewhon?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I feel like those streaming services pay 0.000000000 cents.
You know when you wear jeans, there's like the little tiny pocket in the pocket. Did you know that those pockets are actually for where to put your streaming money?
Yeah, that's exactly where I have mine. My $2 billion.
Yeah,
it fits in there.
It fits in there.
Yeah,
it's 8 cents.
Yeah. Oh God, that's not even funny, but it is. But it's not.
When you write a hit song, do you know it's a hit song?
Hell no.
Ever?
Has anyone ever said yes to that answer?
James Fauntleroy. Bruno Mars.
Okay. Yes and no. Here's the thing. If you know, then you think every song that you're writing is going to be that good because you do really love the last song that you wrote the most. Like I think every artist would agree that the last song that a songwriter writes, they think is the best. And then give it time, give it a couple days or whatever. And then you listen to it and you're like, oh, it's just average. I feel like the songs that become hits start that way.
Yeah.
like every other song. Like I used to say, like I had Jar of Hearts, which was called Jar Full of Hearts, like just in my pocket. But I had a bunch of other songs in my pocket. Like, what were the chances I picked that one to do?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I just liked it the most, but like no one else heard it. So like, I don't know. I guess I thought it was like worth working on. Like, so there must have been some sort of aura, you know, to it that like, but even 1,000 Years, when we sent that in, I wasn't like, oh my God, like this is the song of my life, my legacy, my evergreen. Like, heck no. I was cool. Nobody may even hear this because I thought a million people write songs for movies.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think twice about it. I just thought like, cool, another great song me and Hodges wrote. We wrote 36, literally 36 Hodges songs. So like, it's one of, you know what I mean? Like a really, and I'm not saying that in some like weird humble way. Like, I just didn't think about it. And like there is no way, because then here's the catch is that you write something that you think is a hit and it's not.
And it's not, yeah.
And you're like, I don't even know what is then.
Yeah.
So then this is where I get so disappointed sometimes in like the music business, because it's like, how the heck do you know what is going to be big next? Right. You're trying to get everybody to make what just was big.
Yeah.
So like, unless you are groundbreaking or unless you are inventive or unless you are pushing the boundaries or doing something outside the box, you don't get to know what the next thing is. So Jar of Hearts was before Someone Like You. Yeah. So everyone remembers Adele's song as the biggest ballad on the radio in the 10s, right? And it's like, no, actually, Jar of Hearts didn't have drums and was on the radio, and that was breaking every rule. That's hence why we made the hard rock version of Jar of Hearts, because they were like, they're not going to play it on the radio without drums, and I was like, we're going to fucking make them. Yeah. So it was before Adele, which, you know, I love her so much, and I'm glad that became a thing. That all of a sudden now that's a thing. Like even with Rihanna, like and all these ballads kept coming out, and that's amazing because that's my love language, but. You had to do something that wasn't what everybody was doing. So if you're going to hear a song and say that this is a hit because it sounds like a hit, then you're already late. Yeah. In my mind, right? Like 1,000 Years is a 4.5 minute ballad waltz. Are you kidding me? That's a fucking hit? No way.
It's so slow.
Yeah. So at least it has drums. Yeah. But it's so slow.
Barely.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like how could you, and I don't mean you, like how could anyone say, that's a hit or that's not a hit. Right. And then when you have Burning Gold, nobody cared. Yeah. And I hated singing it because everyone was like, this is going to be a hit. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. I don't like it. And I don't play it, you know, but like, that's what everyone said would be. And everyone was wrong. So
well, when we released the first album, the first full length, I remember Arms was thought to be. Like,
well, actually, I think that actually would have gone if I didn't cancel everything from my foot surgery, my throat surgery. Oh. We actually stopped the campaign.
That's what happened.
Because I actually think that song's amazing. Really good.
I love that song.
Yeah. No. I mean, we never get to know. Like, it's kind of like a, you know, I can't look back. But I actually think out of all the songs I put out, that really was very good. That song, I think it would have taken off if I was able to promote it. Because at the time, like, you just had to do the footwork. Like, I was just starting out. Like, I had to go to every single country, every single radio station, and kiss every single baby in the business. And I couldn't talk. I couldn't walk. Like that summer, you know, fucked up kind of a whole thing.
You know, for being a flop, it still has 150 million streams.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight.
Pretty cool.
And
I love it. You know all my stats.
I was looking yesterday, and I was because you and I went to lunch last week, and you pulled up your Spotify for artists or whatever, and you're like, look, 16 million streams this week, and this is blah 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 or whatever, and I was just like, Jesus, dude.
I know, it's wild.
It's wild, and especially because you're not in full. Like, you are doing these lullaby albums, cycle, but they're not full. There's not at all a full cycle, press cycle, marketing. You're not doing any of the.
I know. I've actually been
pushes that you've done
for 6 years. I feel like I've been off.
Yeah,
this is my off season.
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought you have too. I literally forgot you were a singer. Like when you.
Me too. I know.
You posted a video of you singing the other day on Instagram. I was like, you have a nice voice. You should be a singer, Christina.
Oh my God. I know, dude. I know. It's a trip. It is such a trip.
You're going to go back to it though, and you're going to be like the biggest you've ever been. That's what's going to happen.
Thank you.
It's probably
who knows?
in like 2 years, 2 or 3 years, maybe in like 1,000 days.
That's when I'm going to be 40.
Yeah. So in like 1,002 days,
That's exactly when I turn 40.
you're going to turn 40
Uh-huh.
and you're going to have the biggest hit you've ever had.
Oh, dang. Okay,
But
I'm
it's
into
gonna-
this manifestation.
But you're going to lose the awesome level of fame that you have had because you're at that point going to be the recognizable face everywhere. I think that's going to happen to you when you're like 42.
Dang. Hey, I've been saying for like a whole, I don't know, 6 years that like the 40s are going to be my decade.
For sure.
When
Our decade.
Our decade.
Let's go. We're going to buy that
Arguably,
house
though,
in Italy together.
Yes. But I feel like I've had
70-30. You pay 70, I pay 30.
Heck no. Are you kidding? Jammcard's going to be massive.
Jammcard.
You're paying for the whole fucking thing. It's going to be the Jammcard Italy house. I'm just going to stay there sometime.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like I've had really good decades. My 20s were unreal, right? That was my whole career. It was so hard and like so emotional and ridiculous. And I dated the worst people on earth. My 30s have been maybe 10 times emotionally harder, but like so fruitful, so beautiful, family building, amazing. So 40s, let's fucking go.
You're going to rip.
What's next?
I mean, there's a couple things that are next.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what's going to do it for you? That's going to make your face the most recognizable face?
A tattoo on my face. Tattoo my whole face.
Nope.
What?
Songs for ASMR. That's going to go viral. You're going to get 1 billion followers and it's going to fucking ruin you.
Dude, you think?
Yeah.
Wait, I have another idea. This is so awful. This is the worst. I realized I like did my maybe 45th wooden puzzle the other day and I realized that I have failed myself because I should have been filming all of them. Speed, time-lapse. People.
Yeah. You let me finish your puzzle the other day.
I know. You're welcome.
Thank you for that because that was the easiest part. Still hard though for someone that's not a puzzle maker.
It's so hard. Yeah. I love it.
And I was like, why do you, it's another thing that you do where I'm just like, why do you do that?
That's my ADHD.
There it is.
Yeah.
And then the second I found the one and I put it in and it fit and I was like,
Feels so good. That's why. Oh my God. Should I do puzzle?
making
Oh my
ASMR.
God. While I'm making puzzles.
Do it right now.
I don't have a puzzle.
Put the crystal on the desk.
No, puzzles aren't that hard. They kind of sound like this. Oh my God, you need double mics? Wait, hold on. Here we go. I'm doing this puzzle and it's a cat and a moon and a yin yang. Oh my God. Let me know in the comments if you want more.
Those are the actual puzzles, by the way. That's why. It's definitely a cat, a moon, and a yin yang.
Yeah, I know they're all that way. Why? Why?
Yeah. You love star puzzles.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so let me get this crystal for this next one.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I would
Should I
like
hold
to.
mine?
There's one big thing missing from our lives,
Oh God!
and it is
Don't make me rap. I'll fucking kill you.
the mother of my children.
Oh yeah.
It's the only thing missing from our lives.
Yeah.
It's the only thing
Wait,
that's
do you want me
missing.
to hold your crystal?
Yeah, you hold this one.
We need to manifest
Yeah,
her.
and manifest.
Dude, my bar is so high for you.
Okay, I
I'm
know.
sorry.
You haven't approved any of my last girlfriends.
That's not true. That's not true. We should take that out.
Doesn't matter now. They're all gone. Sorry.
Okay, so we need to manifest Elmo's person. Dude, I wrote down Paul. I wrote it down.
I know.
I mean, literally every single thing. Like his beard, him being Italian, him speaking Italian, him loving the Beatles, him playing drums. I was so specific.
So will you write down mine?
I guess I have to. I
You
need to
already
be
know
your
it.
manifestor. I
Yeah,
know.
okay.
I know.
Do it
We
right
got to put this out there. Well, I mean, inquiry. What do they say? Inquiries, welcome.
now. Inquiries welcome.
Yeah. Looking for Elmo's wife. It's actually our next podcast called Will You Be Elmo's Wife? And I'm the interviewer.
Oh.
I'm in charge.
It's kind of like The Bachelor,
But me.
Jam Bachelor.
Jam batch.
And you're the host? That'd be great.
Wait. What should it be called? Jam. What would it be? Jam find. Jam
Jam find?
jammed. Jam heart. Jam wife. Oh, my God. Queen of the Jam. You're looking for the Queen of the Jam. Okay.
Where are you?
Yeah. Come on. Hurry the fuck up. We want little tiny people.
Yeah, we need a couple of
Carmela needs like her cousins. Let's go.
Christian's been doing it in the meantime. Nice job, Christian.
Yeah. Congrats.
Christian's holding down the fort.
Yeah, and me, but you gotta get going. Let's go. You're gonna be the best fucking dad. The best. Listen up, ladies. He's gonna be the best fucking dad. He's got his mom here, framed on the table. This is the best kind of guy in the whole wide world. Line up. Let's go.
This could be your mother-in-law.
I could.
She's amazing. She will love you.
She'll love you. She, will also love me forever. You have to be cool with that. I'm on the fridge.
Gotta be cool
Me and
with
Josh
how
Groban.
close we are. Gotta be cool.
Well,
with
that'll
that.
be the sign.
Yeah.
Like Paul.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Write that list.
Okay, I will.
This week we have homework.
Okay.
You write the list
ASMR.
and songs for ASMR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna be great.
Cool.
I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. I honestly love Christina so much. And I cherish our friendship.
Oh, I love you.
And I think you're really, really special.
Thank you.
And you're my favorite singer in the whole wide world.
Thank you.
I want you to say nice things about me.
What is this? Is this spaghetti western? Elmo Lovano came into my life like a man on a horse. This is so loud. Jesus. He came in a white suit, saved me from myself, helped me get through my stage fright, carried me through my career, inspired my songs. It's the best friend to ever live. It's the greatest uncle to my children. He just needs a wife. Jammcard. Jam wife.
If you want to walk down the aisle with me to this song and have her sing it,
Dude, I'd fucking sing it for you.
send inquiries to
I hate
info
weddings. I'm just kidding. I love weddings, but I don't perform at them. Only for you.
info@jammcard.com.
Hit me up on Instagram. Send me your proposal.
Yes, you can either DM me or Christina. This is actually layer one. Hit her first and be
Yeah.
like, I think I'm right for Elmo. Christina will write you back if she thinks you are, and then she'll connect you with me.
Sweet.
And then your life changes. Your life will be full of laughs.
Oh, for real. For real.
Ladies
I've
and gentlemen,
laughed so much in this podcast.
Christina, I love you so much. Thank you for being my best friend. You're the absolute best.
I love you.
I love you so much. I'll see you later.
Go.